Very good.
Spirituality is not a mystery. It's the inherent nature of each individual. We have become so busy looking for something. What are we looking for? Peace, contentment, happiness. All the things that we are looking for are within us.
I was looking for a place to get grounded and a place to find some peace and stillness.
My friends ask me, what do you do when you go to the ashram? And it's very hard to kind of get across to them that sometimes I don't have to do anything. I can come here and just be. I might be gardening, I might be walking the labyrinth, but the whole time, the overriding essence of what I'm, quote, doing at the ashram is I'm being.
The ashram is really a school for me. I find that in a lot of ways it's like coming here for life lessons, and we're all learners in this school.
Babaji founded SONOMA Ashram in 1990. And since then, people from all walks of life have come to be in his presence and to learn from him.
To be in the presence of the Guru, of Babaji, is a grace. I know I'm really fortunate for that.
I met Baba 15 years ago, and I remember one of the first things he talked about was how before you're a Christian or a Hindu or a Muslim or a Jew, you needed to be a human being. And that path really made a lot of sense to me. It was a path to personal understanding and personal growth.
One teaching that just keeps on ringing through my head is that nothing's worth losing your peace. And when you have that playing in your head in the background when everything else is going on, nothing else matters. And the little things don't have an impact as they did before.
At the beginning, I was like a spiritual seeker, but after meeting Babaji, I stopped searching and I started, to dig one well deep. And when you dig one well deep, you find some drop of water. And to have a short taste of that creates a sense of expansion and openness to the world.
When we are connected with that wholeness, when you are full, that fullness overflows. And that overflow is seva, is selfless service in the world. No matter what I do becomes seva if I'm coming from that place of wholeness. And this is the purpose of a spiritual practice, to connect with that wholeness. So no matter where I am, no matter what I do, it's all seva.
A lot of people who visit Sonoma later go to India to help with our work there. We run an orphanage, a school, an eye clinic, and lots of other outreach in Varanasi, which is one of India's most sacred cities.
When I got to the Bal Ashram, I expected to meet 20 of the least fortunate of the poorest cultures on the planet. These are children who have been orphaned, have been abandoned, and I expected to experience children in need and in crisis, and it was just shockingly, brilliantly different than what I expected.
I spent 6 weeks at the Bal Ashram community, and I was encouraged to share things that are close to my heart. How to recycle, how to compost food waste. It was really a fun experience and really felt part of the family.
When I first went, I didn't know how I would spend my days or what I could contribute. But when I got there, I realized that the life of the ashram offered me all kinds of things to do, and that I could just jump in and participate in the life of the children.
One day, a 3-year-old girl and her baby brother landed on our doorstep in terrible condition. Both parents had died, and the 3-year-old was taking care of the baby. We'd never raised an infant at Bal Ashram before. We didn't have staff, accommodations. We couldn't just turn them away. So we took them in, gave them baths, the medical attention they needed, and in 6 weeks they were thriving. So now we're creating a place next to Bal Ashram just for orphan babies. Homeless women will also find shelter there, help to care for the babies, and receive vocational training to get back on their feet.
Oh, Tacha, very good.
I found Anjali School to be one of the most moving things that I experienced at Bal Ashram. Perhaps that's because I'm a teacher myself, and I was fascinated by the kind of curriculum the Anjali School provides. The emphasis is on nurturing and developing the whole person. When I think about the fact that these 100 or so children, really street children, would have had no opportunity for education, I feel really moved.
The Eco Center is a beautiful spot across the river Ganga that's planned to be a destination for schools in Varanasi to have immersion in environmental education and see energy conservation in practice, particularly solar, wind, and methane. We plan on growing fruits, vegetables, pulses, and in particular Ayurvedic herbs. Many of those are on the verge of extinction. And it's going to grow hope.
You might come to Sonoma and sit under a tree, or you might go to India and plant a tree. Connecting with who you are and sharing your gifts with others is really at the heart of the Foundation's work.
Making others happy makes you happier. As long as you're living for yourself, you're not going to find that happiness. Look for that in the smiles of others, particularly the smiles that are caused by your actions.